product, to my list of products that you can purchase to help fund these readings and to help me on my journey here in Hawaii. And that is a personal phone consultation with me on any subject you like. I will be using possibly the tarot, possibly astrology, but more than anything else, my intuition. I want to be able to talk to you and get to know you and perhaps give you my assessment, my advice, my spiritual counsel via the phone. What you need to do, I'll provide a link below, is to set up an appointment with me. Make the purchase. I'll put the link in if you want to make the purchase. And then choose a time when we can speak with one another. If you're in Europe, you would have to have WhatsApp, the app that allows us to connect no matter where you are in the world. WhatsApp. If you have WhatsApp, you can also avail yourself of this very special product, service that I'm now providing. Once you've made the purchase and we've agreed on a time, I will send you my telephone number and you will send me yours, and then we will connect at the appropriate time. I think that this will be an exciting new way for me to deliver my spiritual services in a more personal and intimate way. So I hope that some of you would be interested in availing yourself of this. And so there is a link below. I appreciate it very much. And for those of you who would just like a regular reading from me, those are also available at Grand Central Healing grandcentralhealing.com. And of course the email is grandcentralhealing@gmail.com. So now let's move into your Astro-Tarot forecast for 2025 Virgo. Welcome, Virgo, to the Temple of Consciousness. Please come in. This is your January 2025 Astro-Tarot forecast, brought to you from the coastline of the Big Island in Hawaii. This is my new home, and I am incredibly overjoyed that I actually made it here. I have a video catalog of my adventures until now, my departure from Florida, where the 2 hurricanes took away everything I owned and all my sustenance, all my ability to live. So I decided to make a radical move, and I've come here to the Big Island of Hawaii, where we are going to now discuss the new year for you, January 2025 Virgo. And this is an Astro-Tarot forecast for those of you who are new, meaning that what I do is I follow the transits of Mars and Venus, because I want this to be a very succinct reading incorporating both astrology and tarot. And both of these subjects are enormous, and I try to reduce them to a simple guidepost. And I've chosen Venus and Mars for specific reasons. I've chosen Mars because
in astrology, Mars is a powerful symbol of energy, action, desire, basic instincts, assertiveness, even sex drive.
And I've chosen Venus because
Venus in astrology symbolizes love, harmony, beauty, pleasure.
And the two of these give us a yin, yang, male, female, the duality of life. And both planets they live for a short duration within each sign, and they put us more into the moment, helping us then to interpret the tarot forecast according to the indications brought about by Venus and Mars. So let's begin. Mars transits for a brief period into Leo, which is your 12th house, Virgo, the one immediately before yours. It only stays for a short period, giving you a kind of taste or feel or color of the transit. Then it moves immediately back into Cancer, where it stays for the rest of the month. And Cancer, for you, Virgo, is in your 11th house. Cancer is in your 11th house of hopes and dreams, wishes fulfilled, friends, your social circle, the network of people around you who have influence over you and whom you have influence over. That is the 11th house, and it is being highlighted by a retrograde Cancer. You might be going over old issues with friends, associates, people you network with. You might be going over various disagreements, perhaps, or agreements. You're reevaluating old friendships, old connections, the way you network, in fact. Maybe you want to improve how you make public your service, your art, your work. Maybe you want to reassess the merit of these relationships, maybe the merit of some group that you're associated with. All of this is incredibly positive because we sometimes need to step back and really assess whether our friendships and our associations within groups are serving us at its highest potential. Are these friends, are these groups bringing us to our highest potential? Or are they harming us in some way? Are they deleterious in some way? That is the assessment that will be going on this month. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And then we're going to move into our Venus transit. Let's follow the Venus transit and see what it holds for you. So Venus, again, is about love, beauty, harmony. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous planetary aspect. And where it falls in your house matters. And it's going to be in Pisces all month. And Pisces is your opposite sign. And what does the opposite sign represent? In your chart, it represents relationships, partnerships, important, intimate relationships. And here we have the planet of beauty, happiness, harmony, love, values, and perceptions of heart in your house of relationships. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Many of you will be falling in love this month. Many of you will experience love at first sight. Many of you. There's an elevation in trust in partnerships. Be they new or be they old, they're blessed this month. You are being blessed in your partnerships, blessed in your intimate relationships. You're able to take them to new heights if they are already established. Or you might be establishing new permanent relationships. Those relationships that you find this month might be ones that you'll cherish for a long time to come. So here we have an interesting combination of Venus and Mars, both of which are in signs that are having to do with emotions, with your heart, with how you feel, and both having to do with relationships. The 7th being more intimate and personal, and the 11th being more perhaps distant, out into the community, friendships, important friendships as well. And on the one hand, you're assessing those relationships that have had an impact on you, in putting them into sort of looking at them from a rear view mirror, let's just say, what you've been through with them, what these experiences have meant to you, and you're reassessing, perhaps putting them in context of most valuable, least valuable. But overall, with this intense, intimate force of Venus in Pisces, Venus loves to be in Pisces, and it loves to be in your 7th house. So the new year begins with a relationship upgrade. You might be deciding that you don't even like the circle of friends that you've achieved, and you want better. And maybe you're trying to get away from a circle of friends that you have been in, and that you feel now doesn't come up to your standards, your principles, your virtues. They're lacking, and you decide you want better in your life. And the same thing happens to be the case with intimate relationships. You don't put up anymore with second best. You know you deserve the best, and you opt for the best. And this has to do with every kind of partnership as well. This ultimately will fulfill your hopes and dreams in ways that are incalculable at the moment, but will result in a higher standard, a higher spiritual goal within your relationships in general. That is the forecast for you, astrologically. Virgo. So let's move on now to your tarot forecast. So welcome, Virgo, to your tarot forecast, for the tarot portion of this Astro-Tarot forecast for the month of January 2025. So let me just randomly, that is to put some randomness into the cards, we're going to shuffle. They're very difficult to shuffle because they're so large, but I'll do my best here and allow you to enjoy the scenery. See how beautiful it is here. And I absolutely feel inspired to have the ocean right behind me like this, in her majesty, is so inspiring for me. I'm very glad to be here. So, with that, let's begin your reading. Let's see. Let's put this down here for a moment. Over there. I want to put a nice, to protect the cards, I want to put this so that nothing gets damaged here. All right. In the position of the overall mood or energy of the month of January 2025 for you, Virgo, we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. You know that in astrology, all the cards in tarot and astrology are correlated. And this is Mars in Pisces. And remember, in our astrology forecast, we had Venus in Pisces in your 7th house. So this is correlated to that. But it adds even more of a dynamic energy to it, meaning that you'll be able to harness more energy towards your family, towards the security of your home, towards giving your family a sense of security and abundance. This is about creating a family. You can see it. There's a family virtually dancing in front of their new home. This is the 10th card. They've been through a long journey to get here. You could be purchasing property with a partner, with a loved one. You could be creating a new family. You could be growing your family. You could be adding to your family in some way, bringing in old or new partnerships into the family. Your family, and it doesn't always have to be your blood family, but any network of people that act as if they are your family, providing you the love and security and support that family would, are there for you. Remember, you might be going through a period where you drop some friendships and adopt others, where you drop your old home and you accept a new one. And home could represent anything that lives in your heart. This is what this means for the entire month of January. You are family oriented towards those who support you and whom you need to support. And you join hands with a group. You assess your values, your principles, and you align them with the proper groups, the proper friendships, alignments of any kind. So this is what the entire month is about for you. It's beautiful. Let's see what lays in the position of. And we have in the second position, the position of your challenge. We have the Magician in the position of what will challenge you. It's about your skills, your level of professionalism, about your resources. And if it's challenging you, then what you need to do is you need to strengthen your confidence in your ability to handle finances and to perhaps upgrade in some way your tools, your skills, your talents. So to be able to earn more money, you have to be much more forceful, dynamic, aggressive, competitive. Maybe it is that you will be in a situation of high competition, and you have to bring on your best game. This is about communication, about improving your communication skills, about improving your technical skills. You might be confronted with some sort of tech issue, and you will have to resort to finding some expert advice within the field. Could be expert financial advice as well. You are challenged to become aggressive in your communication skills. That is, to assert yourself, assert your opinion, become more confident in your skills, in your work ethic as well. This is your challenge for the month. And it's a great challenge for, you might even be looking in a different field of work, something you've never done before. Because this is number one. This is the initiation. Maybe you initiate yourself into a new field of study, a new field of work, some field that will utilize your talents and skills at a higher level and then reward you financially. So you may be at the precipice of doing something bold and radical. That's the word I'm looking for. Radical. A radical shift into a new dimension of your work and even of your academic studies. That's what this means. So that's your challenge. So let's move on to the position of the unexpected. And we have the Knight of Swords. This is unexpected because we have a retrograde going on where things are delayed, where you might have feelings of being set back, that it's just not, things aren't happening fast enough. Then something breaks loose, something groundbreaking happens, and you charge ahead. This is the Lord of Wind. The Lord of Wind, where you make unexpected, rapid decisions. This is impetuosity, where you might propose to someone you just met. Again, we've got Venus in the 7th house in Pisces. So good Lord. Yes, love at first sight. You might charge ahead forget the marriage and just elope. Forget the ceremony and elope. This is what that's about. It's about taking unexpected trips. Quick. You have to make rapid plans, rapid decisions. And it has to do with ideas. Maybe you change your mind, or you're given a flash insight and you have to act on it immediately. And you move as quickly as possible to achieve your goal. And you arrive at your destination before you even expected you would. That is what will be unexpected. So in the midst of this kind of feeling that you're swimming in jello, just not making any real progress as you move faster with your arms, that you feel more resistance, it breaks open. And you move with lightning speed towards your goals, your dreams, and to the fulfillment of that dream promised by Mars in your 11th house. So there you go. And let's see how it all wraps up for you, Virgo. In the position of the outcome, we have the Empress. Let me show you now. We had, let me find it, pick it up, here it is. We started out with the Ten of Cups. You achieve a long-standing goal having to do with others, people close to you, people who mean something to you, and you are able to celebrate with them. At the end, we have the Empress, who's pregnant. So again, this might very well indicate the growing of a family, the creating of a family, be that a literal family or a conceptual one. She's pregnant with an idea, with a concept, and she feels absolutely nurtured by her surroundings. She's creating abundance, security, loving relationships. This is all about being connected to nature. And if you take a trip, a rapid trip, you might be immersed in nature in some way, so the trip will be towards nature. And you will be sustained and given exactly what you need by the universe this month, Virgo. You will see that you feel you belong, that somehow you're moving with the current. You are no longer moving upstream. By the end of the month, you will have achieved a sense of absolute knowing where you belong within your circle of friends, within your associations, be they academic or professional, and within your family structure. You will be able to achieve peace and harmony within your home and within those vital relationships that will ultimately propel you towards higher levels of spiritual fulfillment. That is your January 2025 Virgo. And thank you very much for coming to your reading. Thank you for liking, sharing, and supporting